So this week I disrespected my rules and I paid a price really well. I want to be honest with you, these mistakes nearly blew up my week, but they also taught me a lesson in the market. So trading is about making. However, the next time I meet these trades again, I'll be able to make money. If you are serious about trading gold or any other pair, don't make this same mistake. Well, without much ado. Okay, so let's jump right into the chart. And all right, so this is the chart. We have our daily. This is what happened this week. Yeah, I think I'll have to put it here, and then let me move to the 4 hours so we'll see what happened and the trade I missed. So let me adjust this one to this level. So first of all, on Monday, or let me say Sunday, this is the first trade I missed. The first trade I missed, we had a break of structure here. So we had a break of structure around this zone. So I had marked out my zone around here, waiting for a confirmation price to tap my zone, and price didn't tap it. So price didn't tap it. I think this one I went to the smaller time frame. That was the 1 hour. If you go to the 1 hour, I think you will see much clearer. Yeah. So 1 hour. So the reason why I missed this trade was because we have something called fair value gap. So just this candle. So if I had used fair value gap, I would have gotten an entry over here. And yeah, so that made me miss this whole move. So, and my exit will be here, my target will be around this high. Yeah, so it would have been. So I missed this entry. So what I'll be including into my setup is this fair value gap to make adjustments to be catching this move, because it happens most often. So I have to make adjustments. Yeah. Then after that, on Tuesday, I think this is Monday, right? So on Tuesday, on Tuesday too, if you can see clearly, clearly you have this another fair value gap over here. Fair value gap, a touch here, and after that you go to the smaller time frame, which is, let me say, 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes there about. Yeah, this trade was 5 minutes there about. 5 minutes. Then we'll have a break of structure here. So after the break of structure, we had our zone around this side. So what made me miss this trade was I was waiting for a demand zone, because I had seen, okay, Monday this is what happened. So I saw that, okay, Monday fair value gap happened. So I was like, okay, let me adjust to using fair value gap. But I missed this trade because I was looking for a demand zone where I'll buy, but I didn't get it. On a smaller time frame. So I was there and I was like, okay, let me go to the 3 minutes. So I went to the 3 minute time frame and I spot a zone. The time I saw this zone, I was like, oh, really? So this is a zone. So this is a demand zone I spotted. I was like, oh, by the time I spotted the zone, the price was around this zone, was here. I was like, oh no, I missed this trade. This is a huge move, a big move. on the 3 minutes. Imagine if I had risked this trade, I had missed this trade, I had risked on this trade, I would have gotten like 1:7 or 1:2. If I adjust the stop the take profit to higher, I'll be making a lot of money on this trade. I'll be making a lot, or I'll be catching more pips on this trade. Yeah, so I missed this entry to end the timing to around 9 something, but I saw it around here. That was when I saw that okay, we had a demand zone touched here. So first of all, we had on this trade we had let me go to the 1 hour. We had our fair value gap. Price tapped. It tapped it. So price tapped here. It tapped here. So price has tapped here on the 1 hour. So price tapped here on the 1 hour. Then after that, we'll descend towards the 5 minutes, a lower time frame, which is 5 minutes off or 3 minutes. I was supposed to use 3 minutes, not 5 minutes, but I didn't, because I didn't drop to the 3 minutes time frame. That's why I missed this trade. Because on the 5 minutes, I was looking at where will I get this thing. Because on the other hand too, I was thinking, okay, price will come to this zone, this area, because this is a key area where price can also reverse. So that's what I was thinking about too. And yeah, that made me miss this trade. I don't know, it made me miss this trade, and I felt very bad. I felt very bad to myself. I was beating myself up and all those things. So after that, I didn't take any other trade again on Tuesday. Okay, I think on Tuesday I took a trade on US30. This is my first time taking a trade on US30. It's been a while. US30, I don't really trade US30, but because gold had disappointed me, so I had no option than to look for another trade. Or I didn't take the trade. I missed the trade, so I had to look for another trade to take, which was US30. So then we'll go back to on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I didn't see anything. I didn't see the drop well. So on Wednesday, it happened before I had to connect So if you can see clearly, you can see that there is a trend line over here. So it broke through. In my mind, it broke through. So I was looking for buys. Then because it broke through the trend line, so I was looking for buys, more buys. My mind was entirely fixed on buys until I saw this push to the down, and I was contemplating whether it would come to this zone. So I was looking for a buy around this zone, but it broke through and came down again. So Wednesday too, I didn't take any trade. I missed on the trade. So I missed first trade here, which was Sunday, which was a fair value gap, and this one second, which is another fair value gap where I missed because of due to me dropping down to the 3 minutes time frame. Then after that, Wednesday, this is what happened on Wednesday. So we had a drop to this side. We had a drop to this side onto this side. So Wednesday, nothing. So on Thursday, we had a drop to this side. Then on Thursday too, I missed another entry. So we had a demand zone here. So first of all, you can see the break of structure. Let me use this. You can see a break of structure around here. So we had a demand zone here. Price came to tap here. I moved to the 3 minutes. This trade I missed it because it happened on the 3 minutes. So demand zone here. demand zone here. So then on the 3 minutes we had a break of structure around this zone. This is a structural break, and price came to tap the demand zone again here. So you can see there was a gap here, and price came to tap. Immediately it tapped and it rallied to the upside. So my entry should have been around this zone, my SL here, but because the reason why I didn't take this trade was because I was also looking at the higher time frame, which was the 15 minutes. I wanted a higher time frame confirmation. So you can see a higher time frame confirmation. I didn't get. Where's the trade? So on the higher time frame, you can see that I saw a break of structure here. So that means price is beginning to buy. So you can see that there are buyers coming to the market. So after the massive sell, after the massive drop, so because the reason why I didn't take on the 3 minutes, because the massive drop, I needed a bigger, higher time frame to change the direction. Then I'll start buying. So my demand zone was on this candle, and on Thursday I didn't get any trade on Thursday. So price came down to this zone, and I had set my limit, my buy limit. So on Friday morning it triggered, and I took a loss around this zone. So first of all, I missed this trade. I missed 2 trade, one here, and I missed the other one. I missed the other one to around this zone. I missed the buy around this zone, and then I missed this one too. But I didn't take any trade around on Wednesday, and I took a loss here. So this week it was only US30 that saved me. So let me show you the US30. Let me show you the US30 chart. So US30, let me clear everything. Okay, so US30, this was Friday, Sunday. I think this is where the week started. Okay, so how did I catch this? I caught this buy to this, I think, to the top here. So how did I catch this buy? So we had a break of structure here. This is a break of structure. So in my mind I was like, okay, so after this week, what and what did I learn, and what should I add on to my trading strategy to make things start working for me? So I sat down and I was analyzing the fair value gap, how it happened. So first of all, let me just explain what fair value gap is. So fair value gap is a gap between 3 candles. So let me explain it. So for instance, when we have a gap, so let me use the example I missed. Let me use 1 hour. Let me use it in 1 hour. So for instance, fair value gap, you need 3 candles. So first of all, we need 3 candles. The first candle, this is the first candle, and there should be a gap on the middle candle, then the third candle. So you can see a wick here. The wick didn't fill the gap between this candle, the middle candle. So we call it fair value gap, and most of the time it happens. Price will just come in between it, come and tap in between it, then just rally to the upside. So you can see a fair value gap also here. You can see another one too here. Another one too here. So price just came inside the candle and just rally up. So this, you put your you enter around this side, then you put your stop loss around this candle or below here, depending on how you want it. You can put it here, but it's safe to put it under the candle so that it targets the upside. So what I've realized is that I've seen that the fair value gap happens before it comes to the demand zone. So for instance, here it will happen, the fair value gap will happen before it will come to this candle, which is my demand zone. So I have to adjust myself and add it to my strategy, which will help me to be catching more moves or be active in the market most of the time. So I'm going to be adding that. So you can see this one, today is a fair value gap. So there's a gap between here. So you use the previous week, so there's the first candle, the second candle, and the third candle. So it happens between 3 candles. So the first one, let me use this as, there's the first candle, the second candle, and the third candle. So the middle candle is where the gap should be. So the middle candle, you can see that there's a gap between, so the wick, when you use it from the wick of the top candle, you can see that there's a gap from here to the bottom here. So let me just identify another one on the sell side. So you can see we have I want one that really worked. I think this one didn't work. Okay, so let me use this side. So we have fair value gap here, this side, and this side. So you can see that it worked because it didn't take the candles over here. So this a fair value. So this is the gap, the sell side. This is a gap, or the bearish candle, or the short candle, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so basically that's all about, that's what I've learned this week. So I'll go and backtest on it. I don't really use it, but I'll go and backtest to familiarize myself with it and get used to it. You see, you need to practice most often in this market, so that when the time comes for you to execute, you execute without hesitation. All right, so I think that is all for this video. Yeah, that's all for this video, and thank you very much. If you find this video very educative or it helped you a lot, you just help me by friend who is struggling, so that we'll all grow together in this business. All right.